Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Malachi.
Matt.
We're back with The Cape Crusader, our new Batman show, Season 1, Episode 6. Guys, Malachi missed the last episode. He was a football. We got him caught up, showed him the important bits of the episode. Obviously, Harley Quinn. Malachi, what'd you think of that?
Pretty sadistic.
Yeah, a lot different than what you're used to, right?
Mm-hmm. Normally she's got the red, black, and white. Now she's got that dark green and orange or yellowish color.
Can't see her eyes.
Yeah, her eyes are completely white.
Because the tone is more serious, and the fact that, like, you know, she went back for Barb, it's almost freakier. It's like, this person seems to have her shit together. She's in control enough to where she went back to save her friend. Honestly, I didn't have a problem with it. It was a really good episode, and I really like Harley. But unlike Matt, I actually really like the old Harley. Anyways, guys, before we jump into this one, if you want to support us, first say hi in the comments. Tell us what you think of the show. Also, if you want to go to our Patreon, you can see the full-length, uncut version of this reaction and all our reactions. Let's jump in.
I remember when these factories were open around the clock. My pops used to work in that one right there. Made paper clips. Then that fire hit a few years back, and whoosh.
What? You need paper clips?
No. We had a government worth a damn we'd rebuild. Pump some life back in. But instead, we get to keep the slums and all the
Hey,
trash.
you see that?
Sounds like our government.
Yeah.
Taking our tax money,
Is
though.
that a horse?
Yeah.
I just pretend I'm dead.
What'd you say?
I just pretend I'm dead.
Okay.
Okay, this is something a little different.
So he gave mercy to a girl.
So the guy is dead.
Yeah.
You looked like you got ejected from the vehicle.
Kind of supernatural elements. I'm all for that, honestly.
Yeah, but usually if there are supernatural elements, there's something to explain it.
Yeah.
Like it was a play on lights or shadows or...
Yeah.
Was up 20% over last year.
But not Ra's al
Which
Ghul.
is rather robust,
Yeah.
if I do say so myself. Are you listening to me?
Portfolio's up. I'm still rich. You're too marvelous for words.
Yes, yes, and yes. So, what do you make of these so-called ghost robberies?
Obviously, some lunatic in a costume. What does a ghost
Lucius
need money for?
Lucius Fox knows at this point, right?
What about you, Pennyworth?
No.
You think ghosts are
Well, he
haunting
knew him.
Gotham City?
A city like this? I've no doubt. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
Didn't you have an uncle?
Indeed. Uncle Nigel was convinced he'd seen the spirit of his late wife wandering the moors outside of Axbridge.
Right. Looking for the dog. Patches. Patches, where are you?
I'm not sure which is stranger.
Yeah, Bruce is like, you guys are
Believing in
fucking
ghosts or
weirdos.
that you two are so chummy.
Well, I was raised to treat the staff like people, Bruce. You might want to give it a try sometime. I'm finalizing the deal later this week.
Well, that sounds great. Congratulations, Lucius.
Thanks. You know, I could cut you in. You have more than enough just sitting in that discretionary account you won't let me near.
Don't worry about that account. Think of it as my petty cash fund.
I probably don't want to know what you use that money for, do I?
Ooh.
Trust me, you really don't.
That money just for his
Harvey
endeavors.
Dent is just doing what
Yeah.
mommy and daddy taught him to do. Buy whatever he wants. So now he's trying to buy the election too. I guess the press will just print anything Mayor Jessup says now? You were supposed to get ahead of this, Gorman.
We tried, but Jessup's got the papers in his pocket, and they're happy to run pictures of you with your well-heeled friends.
2 unions have already withdrawn their endorsements, and that's just today.
Okay, sure, we've lost some support among the working class, but maybe we could fix it. Do some kind of press event to show you're a man of the people.
Fine, set it up. I'm late for lunch.
You're slipping in the polls, and I'm here to help any way I can.
I thought you were backing Mayor Jessup.
Sometimes you want to bet on red and black. Then no matter what, you come out a winner. And I always play to win.
Which is exactly why I'm running. To save this city from the kind of corruption you and Jessup...
Yeah, I get it. You've got morals. Morality's usually on a sliding scale for most men. Well, you know where to find me.
So actual Dent-centric episode.
Something odd. Truck that was robbed last night was carrying collections from a charity event.
What makes that peculiar?
There were 5 other armored trucks in the city last night, all with more money. Why would the thief pick the West Side Charities truck over the others?
Allow me to relieve you of your valuables. Billfolds, coin purses, pocket watches, in the saddlebags, if you please.
He might not actually be a ghost. He might just be disguised as a ghost.
What's this hard? What's
Here, take this, but leave these people alone.
I'm not gonna lie, I do like Batman's Batmobile in this too.
it's cool looking. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna go through.
What'd you say? Oh.
Yeah.
All but what the hell? All the material.
I see.
So all the money and everything he took just didn't go through.
Yeah. So that's probably why he didn't do that until he had to.
Right.
Unlike, he's my favorite author as well, sir.
So, what is it that remains here? 1, this ghost only targets the underprivileged. 2, from his appearance, he's obsessed with the 18th century. And 3, I need answers I can't get here.
I'm Russell Craddock.
Please, call me Lucius. The grounds are impressive.
They are. Or, well, they used to be.
That cemetery I saw on my way in.
The family plot. This property's been in the family since they were pilgrims. I hope you'll be able to preserve it.
I think we can work that out.
Thank you. I really hate to have to sell this place. But you know, taxes will send a man to the poorhouse.
You were always so interested in knights and quests. I see not much has changed. Can I help you with something?
I'm trying to find out who this coat of arms belongs to, but it's not in any of these books.
Oh, no, it wouldn't be. That's the Craddock coat of arms. But he was also a gambler who squandered much of his family's fortune and nearly lost their estate on Heritage Hill. When he fell far enough, he became a highwayman. But James Craddock was no Robin Hood. The opposite, in fact.
Oh, there you go.
He stole from the poor. When they finally caught him.
You've been a big help, Wilma. Thank you.
If you're blaming...
I never got to tell you how sorry I was for what happened.
Oh, I appreciate that.
One of my great-great-great-uncles. He had the house built on land granted to him by the King of England. But later, he became some kind of criminal or a traitor. He ruined the family name for centuries. Ungrateful wretch! You betray everything we stood for. Heritage Hill is the Craddock legacy, and you would sell it to rabble like this!
James Craddock.
You know me.
I know who you're pretending to be.
Remind me to fire Gorman.
This water can't be over 108 degrees or it'll cause nerve damage.
I've treated every injury you've ever had, Master Bruce, from scraped knees to gunshot wounds. I know what I'm doing.
If you're frozen, how long are you frozen for, man?
I'd say we're closed, but you don't seem the sort who'd care.
If you're Linton Midnight, I need your help. I'm hunting.
Midnight?
Gentleman Ghost, formerly known as James Craddock.
Like Papa Midnight? He's from the DCU.
Before today, I didn't believe.
He's in Constantine.
I appreciate
Dude, are they gonna make a second Constantine?
Why would it go?
That was the word for a while.
Was it a good movie?
I love the first
Yeah, I
Constantine.
love the first one.
Is different, but they're all echoes of their former selves. Some are tethered to where they lived or died. Others are doomed to repeat in death what they did in life. So you need to burn that claim.
And the other thing?
The blood of a nobleman. Old ghosts, old magic. A boon for a boon. I gave you what you needed. In exchange, you return this to me when it's done.
What's it for?
You'll know.
Good to see those lockpicks I got you for your 12th birthday are coming in handy.
No one will miss a 400-year-old deed, but getting this was the easy part. Where do I find a nobleman in Gotham City?
Actually, sir, the Pennyworth line traces back to the Duke of Devonshire.
You never told me that.
Frankly, sir, you never asked.
With the first wound and the last, we consecrate your going with blood.
We consecrate your going with blood.
Goodbye, Craddock.
So close, and yet so far.
This old man is trying to
Master Bruce.
You fool. What the hell were you thinking? I can't do this job without you.
Yes, Master Bruce. I know.
Well, hello there, Jim. Been a long time.
Dropped another 15 points behind Chesapeake Bulls. And your biggest donors have rescinded their campaign pledges. The war chest is empty.
Damn it!
God, Den is a brat.
So, is that girl gonna come? Like in the
He's
Dark...
gonna get a hold of that guy.
Is the girl gonna come like the Dark Knight? In the Dark Knight? Like the reason that they're tied up and everything, and then remember?
Oh, probably not.
That girl?
What girl are you talking about?
Like the love interest?
He's a love interest.
Oh, fuck no. I think it's the first like real supernatural in this show.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect. I thought there was going to be some kind of like like Scooby Doo play on lights or play on mirrors or something that
So
was.
I've
gonna
never
create that.
watched Scooby Doo. Is it always fake?
Yeah, they always or usually they always unmask. It's usually some asshole or whatever underneath the mask.
Okay. We also had other storylines developing in this, such as Harvey Dent.
You get to see how big of a brat he is.
He is a brat, but he does seem to like he's running for the right reasons.
Yeah, because you notice
he is a DA. He's not like just hotshot lawyer. He's actually a district attorney.
He is still an egotistical, cynical asshole, but
yeah,
he's better than the other mayor that's running because he actually has a conscience and.
Yeah, he just I think he does come from money, and I think he thinks that will save him. He's like, once I'm here, though, I'll do the right thing. Now it looks like he's going to call that gangster guy. That way he can get help.
Right.
So he's going to compromise these little pieces of himself.
Right.
Yeah, I wonder how the transformation will go in this.
Right. And I want to see the conflict within himself he has.
Yeah, The Dark Knight, one of the greatest superhero movies I've ever watched in my life. Once he became kind of Dent, once he became kind of Two-Face.
Yeah, because Dent, he was always kind of cocky, but he wasn't arrogant. He wasn't, an asshole. He wasn't cynical. He was
confident.
Yeah, he was confident, but he was a good dude.
He was a good guy. He wanted to clean up Gotham.
Right.
He really did. Mm-hmm. And that's why Bruce, the man Bruce, wanted to back him financially and everything else.
Right. Mm-hmm. Because he could see Harvey taking his place, but in the real world. Yeah. Not in the pretend world.
But yeah, Craddock being a loyalist to the British Empire, where they have obviously their system of nobility. It's interesting. I don't know how you get before that. You're just born into it. You don't earn it. You know what I mean? I know even amongst the wealthy nobility, they have their own. You work hard and you're a gentleman, and because you're a gentleman you have a lot more responsibility and stuff like that. But yeah, the way they look at people not born of noble birth, peasants, it's just
peasants. That's all they are.
Yeah,
slaves, peasants, and this guy freaking steals from them.
You said you had a kind of a better opinion on Alfred now.
Yeah. I got because before I thought he was just going to be a
butterball.
Yeah, just a big goofy butterball, but.
Yeah,
he's even though he's a little pudgy in this one, he's still badass.
Well, and it's also, I think that type of soft feature, when he threw himself in front of Batman, it almost kind of makes you feel something a little different if he was like this, if he's like this badass ex-military guy.
Right.
Because it wouldn't mean as much.
Right.
Like the type of bravery you have to have if you don't come from that, to save Bruce in that moment. It requires more than someone who doesn't have that background. Right. So I kind of like that as well. No, anyways, good. And we did have a return of Harley, so maybe we'll see her before the show ends.
Yeah, we need a break from her anyways. We got 4 more to go. I'm sure she'll make another appearance.
Yeah.
I feel like they still got to pull the Joker out somewhere. Maybe they'll wait for season 2 or.
I imagine they'll wait because we've already.
Maine.
We've out of the Rogue gallery. We've had 4 of them so far. Honestly, it's always good to wait for the Joker. I think Christopher Nolan knew that with Batman Begins.
And I think they're gonna wait for Two-Face too because he's still in his building up phase.
Yeah, if they stretch it out and make it captivating, and I'll be all for it.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, if you don't want to wait until the next reaction, we will have them up on Patreon first, including episode 7. See you next time.